Nash was one of the best civil rights activists of all times. She organized freedom rides, participated in many student lunch counter sit-ins, and even convinced and explained Mayor of Nashville, Tennessee, Ben West, that segregation and discriminating people by their skin color was wrong. Diane Nash grew up on the south side of Chicago. Her parents were Dorothy Bolton Nash and Leah Nash. Her father served in World War II, and her mother worked as a key punch operator during the war. They left Diane Nash in the care of her grandmother, Carrie Bolton. Carrie Bolton always has remained an influence in Diane Nash's life. She went to Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee. There, she had her first experience towards segregation when she saw signs that separated white and black people in public facilities like bathrooms, restaurants, water fountains, and schools. She thought it was humiliating, so she decided to do something about it. In 1960, Diane Nash joined a group of students fighting segregation called the SNCC, or the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. She was later selected as a chairperson. At ages 18 to 20, SNCC started to face very racist businessmen and politicians. The group made a code. Men wore suits and ties, and the women wore dresses. And then they would sing in front of segregated areas and go to sit-ins at lunch counters. Slowly, too slowly, victories are won at a great cost. Matthew Walker, Peggy Alexander, Diane Nash, and Stanley Hemphill eat lunch at the previously segregated counter of the Post House restaurant in the Greyhound bus terminal. This is the first time since the start of the sit-ins that blacks are served at previously all-white counter in Nashville. Diane Nash did many things that affected Nashville, Tennessee, and some other places. She organized freedom rides to desegregate travels because the African Americans were said to sit in the back, and if there was no space for whites in the front, they would take the African Americans out of the bus or send them more in the back and share seats with the others. She was ahead of many protests fighting for desegregation in front of segregated areas. She spent 30 days in a South Carolina jail after protesting segregation in Rock Hill in February 1961. Diane Nash and some other SNCC members went to jail without bail. Diane Nash also confronted Mayor of Nashville, Tennessee, Ben West, that segregation and discriminating people by their skin color was wrong. She asked him, "Do you feel it is wrong to discriminate against a person solely on the basis of their race or color?" Ben West said yes, mostly because of this event, Nashville wasn't segregated anymore. In August 1961, Diane Nash took a part in a picket line which was protesting a supermarket's refusal to hire blacks. When local whites started hitting many people in line, the police got involved. 15 people were arrested. Only 5 of them were the white perpetrators. Every one of the blacks who were arrested accepted the $5 bail and were let go free. However, Diane Nash stayed. She insisted on her own arrest. Later on, in 1961, Diane Nash married another civil rights activist, James Bevel. Diane Nash continued to fight for desegregation with the SNCC. She said, "I don't think anybody can say the students caused the violence. The people who committed violence are responsible for their own actions." She also said, "Traveling in the segregated South for black people was humiliating. The very fact that there were separate facilities was to say to black people and white people that blacks were so subhuman and so inferior that we cannot even use the same public facilities that white people used." Because of Diane Nash confronting Ben West with the SNCC, Nashville allowed African Americans to sit at lunch counters, sit on buses with the whites, and opened all public facilities for them too. This problem had to change, and it did. This event matters because everyone needs equal rights, no matter their identity like their skin color, race, religion, etc. Diane Nash fought and got her victory by getting rid of segregation in Nashville, Tennessee.